if I lived in the UK right now, like, I would be in jail. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm the Tat2d Preacher. This video is gonna be a bit of a doozy. It's gonna be a bit of a it's gonna be difficult to get through because being a dad, and especially of a young girl, if you've been seeing what's going on and transpiring in the UK as of late, it is it is shocking. And to be honest, man, if I lived in the UK right now and like I would be in jail for some of the craziness that is transpiring. And so just to kind of set this up here before we get into some specifics. So I recently saw a documentary that can only be seen now on X because it got canceled, shut down everywhere. And the dude that actually did the documentary is in jail right now. And he has people like Elon Musk and Alex Jones and others calling for his release because it's unlawful what's happened to this guy. So, long story short, he makes this documentary. About 3 years ago, there was a situation that transpired in one of the small, I forget, Huddersfield, some smaller town in the UK, in the schoolyard. There's two boys. There's one dude. Um, you can see in this video, he throws this Syrian kid to the ground, pours water on his head. And that video began to circulate. It went viral as some massive racist thing where this white UK kid is seen dumping water on the Syrian kid, and it was called this racist act, and he's waterboarding this kid, and it just went nuts. Celebrities started picking up on it, media outlets, it went global. And so this guy in this documentary is actually going to investigate the situation and found out that what the media portrayed it wasn't actually true. And that this kid the Syrian kid who had the water poured on him, what was actually going on is that is the white dude found out that this kid threatened to rape his 9-year-old sister. And so as any older brother, I grew up with three younger sisters, as any brother would do, he went in and he didn't beat the kid up. He just threw him to the ground and was asking him what he said. And you could hear him in the video saying, like, say it again. And just dumping water on him, defending his sister. And then it turns out, so like that's what happened. But that's not what the media wants you to know. And it turned out that the Syrian kid was like verbally abusive, physically abusive to so many other females, teachers, students, and it was a massive issue for this kid. This wasn't some random isolated event where he was like threatening to rape lots of women, lots of girls. Okay, so now that happens. Fast forward to recent events, recent days. And so I saw this Elon post this on X the other day saying Elon calls for the king to dissolve parliament over grooming gangs. Elon is demanding accountability, urging King Charles to dissolve parliament after the UK government rejected a full inquiry into grooming gangs. He called the scandal state-sponsored evil and accused a guy by the name of Keir Starmer of failing victims during his time as CPS chief. With one post, Elon's done more for justice than UK leaders have in years. So what's going on over there is there are these quote-unquote grooming gangs who are literally like going around and raping and SAing countless women. Like this is happening at an alarming rate. And I saw one stat that in that an RAPE happens like every hour there. And it's all happening from the refugees, from people who've immigrated into the country, i.e. Muslims. And it's a massive problem. And so you had what happened 3 years ago be turned into this massive racist message being pushed up by the media that was false, had nothing to do with race at all. But you have that and what's going on in our culture, and now to the point where you have these quote unquote grooming gangs going around like ravaging women all through the UK, and the police are doing nothing to stop it. There's a clip of a father who was being interviewed. I'm gonna play it. So let's watch this clip. Short clip. Actually, I don't know if I can actually play it because of copyright issues. So can't play it. But it's a dad. I'll do a screenshot of it so you can see. There's a dad from Rotherham. He speaks out. His daughter was being confined in a home by one of these grooming gangs. He goes to try to get rid of his daughter, to get her out of there. He gets arrested twice. The dad gets arrested by the cops for going to rescue his daughter from being brutalized by this quote unquote grooming gang. It's like the cops now, law enforcement is so afraid now of this whole racist perspective that permeates our world, that now they're like protecting these immigrants and not their actual citizens who are being affected. This dad is getting arrested because he was going in to someone else's where his daughter was. He busts into the guy's house to save his daughter, and he gets arrested. Nothing happens to the guys. Nothing happens to those dudes. And then you have a recent, another report just came out where, in the documentary 3 years ago, while this was going on, while this court case between these two boys was happening, and it went global via media, at the same time, there was 38 Muslim dudes who were charged with sex crimes against kids that had zero headlines at the same time. So it's like you have this massive push to, like, out of the fear of racism, or I don't know what it is, but you have this massive agenda to silence certain things and highlight other things. And it's just like, as a dad, man, like, I would 100% be in jail. If anything happened to my kid, my daughter, my wife, my sisters, man, like, I don't care who it is. I don't care what the cops say. And it's like you have this dad protecting his daughter. He's the one who gets arrested, and these grooming gangs, nothing happens to them. And so it's just like I saw this, and it infuriates me. I don't understand how this kind of stuff, like, how is this happening? And so it's great. You have guys with massive pull and influence like Elon, trying to get this journalist released and putting out these these posts, just at least getting it out there on a global stage for other people to see what's going on and how crazy it is. And especially with what's happening in the UK. So, man, I don't know. I just saw that, and it rocked me, shocked me as a dad, just as a brother, as a husband. Man, that it's craziness what's going on there. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, And yeah, thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you all in the next one. Much love. God bless.